Yo, what's up, everyone? This is Terry, bringing you guys another podcast today. Um, Today, I woke up and I feel like lying. So I'm excited for the football season. There's only a couple days to get here. So the subject of today's show is going to be my hot takes for 2023. They're all going to be centered around Ohio State football. I'll do some hot takes for the rest of college football, maybe even just the Big Ten here in a couple days. But today we're just going to focus on Ohio State. So let's get into it. As always, if you like the video, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. It's going to help me out. We're trying to grow this channel so I can continue making content. So let's dive into it now. The first hot take that I have is going to be Travion Henderson is going to finish top 2 in the Heisman race this year. I want to say he's not going to finish 2, but all it takes is a quarterback to have a really good year and for their team to be good, and they'll win the Heisman. That's how it always is. But I expect Travion Henderson to have a huge year this year. He's someone who had a huge freshman year, and then last year he was injured. Coming into this year, I expect him to be focused. I expect this is his money year, so I expect him to want to put everything on tape that he possibly can. I think he's going to have a huge year, and I think he's going to get to that Heisman ceremony. All right, the next one I have on here is I think that Ohio State is going to this one's going to cause some issues. Some people are going to be mad about this one. I think Ohio State's going to have 3 players at their position as the highest player selected in the draft next year. All right, I'm going to go down those 3 players. The first one's going to be obvious. Marvin Harrison Jr., he should be a top, I would say, 5 pick unless something goes terribly wrong. Easily going to be the first wide receiver taken off the board. That's not even a question. The next one, this is where people are going to start questioning what I'm saying. So I have Jack Sawyer as a defensive end being the first defensive end taken in the draft. Jack Sawyer was a guy who came in highly touted, and last year he was playing out of position. I know I mentioned that in one of my other videos, but he's a very good player, and I think he's slimmed down. He's looking really athletic. I think that he's poised to have a huge year. I think in my video I predicted him to have 8.5 sacks, which I think will be enough for him to be the first defensive end taken off the board. And then the next position, I think that some of our fellow Michigan fans, if you're watching, are going to have an issue with this one, but it's okay because I'm going to stand on what I say. Ohio State will have the number 1 offensive guard taken in the next draft also. And that's going to be Donovan Jackson. Donovan Jackson's a beast. He's looking, he's more mature now. I think last year he needed that year to mature and get to that superstar status. And I think that he's going to be really, really dominant this year at the offensive guard position. I think Michigan has that guy like Zinter or whatever. He's really good too. But I think Donnie goes before him in the draft. All right, so that's it for my draft as far as the draft goes. The next one that I have here is I think that Ohio State is going to have a Jim Thorpe Award winner this year. Now, that might sound crazy too because last year Ohio State's secondary was not great. But they brought in Davis Igbinosun. I think that guys like Denzel Burke could also have an opportunity to win that award with stepping up his game this year. So that's who I have down here. I have Davis Igbinosun or Denzel Burke. I'm going to go ahead and say Denzel Burke is the guy that's going to win the Jim Thorpe Award for Ohio State in the 2023 season. I think that he's going to be a real true shutdown corner, and I think that people are not going to be throwing the ball his way, and when they do, it's not going to go well for them. And I think that as I go on here, they're getting crazier and crazier. So let's see. Then the number 4 one that I have on my list is Ohio State wins every game on their regular season schedule by at least 8 points. Now, most people won't even predict Ohio State to go undefeated. But me, again, like I said, woke up feeling like lions. So I think that the Ohio State's defense is going to be so good this year that teams are going to struggle to score on them. The offense is going to take some time to gel and get better, but by the end of the year, the offense is going to be humming, and that's when some of the big games come up, middle to end of the year. I have the schedule up here. You have games coming up like Penn State, at Wisconsin, and then at Michigan. Those games are all in the second half of the schedule, though. So Ohio State has some time to get things rolling on offense, and hopefully the defense just keeps getting better throughout the year. They win every game by 8 points, win the Big Ten, and then go to the college football playoffs. And that's going to lead me to my last hot take of 2023. I'm going to say Ohio State wins the national championship, but I'm not just going to say they win the national championship. I think Ohio State wins the national championship over Alabama this year. And I'm going to stand on that. That's my hot takes for this year. I'm going to wrap this up. It's kind of a quick video today. So leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you enjoy the content. If you have any suggestions, leave it in the comments for me. I'm always looking for suggestions. And then, I didn't do this before on any of my other videos or podcasts. I just want to shout out my Twitter. Take a look at it. Leave a follow. It's CFB_stop. But have a good day.